7 signs you have a weak mindset. Number 1, because we're getting right into it, is always apologize. Now, there's nothing wrong with apologizing, especially if you're wrong. There's nothing wrong with saying that you're wrong either. As a matter of fact, you should, but you gotta kind of cross the line and understand when you're going too far. And I've had this problem of like, oh, sorry, sorry. It just makes you seem weak overall. Don't apologize for something that's not your fault, and don't apologize when you don't actually feel sorry, because then you're just lying. Then you're not really being honest, are you? Oftentimes you might find yourself apologizing for something that's even outside of your control. Why? As a matter of fact, I have a solution for you. Instead of apologizing, replace it with the thank you. For example, instead of saying, sorry I was late, say, thank you for waiting. Thank you for being patient with me. I appreciate that. And then if you want, you can follow it up with the my bad for whatever, but switch that. Just make sure that you're not doing it in a way in which it sounds arrogant or anything like that. But in situations like that, where it's outside of your control, or maybe it's not a big deal, you could switch it for a thanks. And it makes the other person feel a lot better for the inconvenience that you might have caused or that you didn't cause. Number 2 is allowing opinions to control you. Somebody says, even especially girls, I notice this a lot with girls. Somebody says, oh, I like your hairstyle like this. Oh, I don't like beards. Oh, don't do this, don't do that. Even with people, or you should pursue that career, you should pursue this career. And you just listen like, oh, well, if that's what's gonna get me liked more, oh, well, if that's what's gonna get me more honor, more noticed, more credibility. What happens with that is what happened with me. This is what I'm telling you, because I decided to go to school and slave away and basically suffer because I didn't choose to live for myself. I decided to pursue an honorable career that I was so unhappy in because I didn't decide to live for myself. I decided to live for other people and how they would view me and how they would see me and what they would think. But at the end of the day, they were living their own lives, and then it was just me in a shitty situation. But I decided to change all that and live life for myself, and that wasn't up until recently. Because if you don't, you're just gonna end up hating yourself and hating the situation that you're in. And you don't want none of those, because what does that lead to? A downward spiral, and you don't want that. Marcus Aurelius said, we love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. So with number 2 in mind, just decide to live life for yourself. Forget about other people's opinions. So what if she don't like my beard like this, but she's still talking to you, she's still messing with you? So what if she don't like the hairstyle that you have? As long as you like it, okay, well then I'll find somebody else that does like it. Go find whatever you like then. Simple as that, bro. Simple as that. It's not that difficult. You just like to overthink it, and you wanna, for lack of better words, sometimes the ambition or the drive or the want of power and abundance makes us ignorant, makes us naive, makes us blind. Number 3, and this is the most cowardly trait that I hate to see in men specifically, and it's passive aggressiveness. It's just a doorway to a very snaky personality. It's a very snake-like personality trait to have. It's a weak mindset thing. Like, don't do it, bro. So, like, for real, no backhanded compliments, no indirects, like, be a man. Say how you feel. Say what you mean what you say. Like I always said, if you're gonna say something that's useful, make sure it holds weight. What's useful about that? Or complaining, or throwing indirects, throwing shots, for what? If you got a problem with me, say it. If there's something that I do that you don't like, say it. Don't be a weirdo. Number 4 is complaining more than working. The circumstances you are in are a product of who you are. The circumstance that you are in right now, once again, the product of who you are right now. If you're having trouble financially, it's on you. If you're having trouble attracting women, it's on you. If you're having trouble losing weight, eating healthy, that's on you. If you're in the same position a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, whose fault is that? But I think, especially in this generation, we find now it's a lot easier to complain about our situation. It's a lot easier to complain when we have a roadblock in front of us. Why not dig under the wall? Why not jump the wall? Why not break through the wall and find a solution? What was I watching? I was watching the show Suits. Basically, one of the guys was complaining to his boss about like, well, this guy, he has the advantage, he has all this stuff on me and I'm not prepared. Winners don't make excuses on why they're not winning. They just go out and do what needs to be done. That's stuff that losers do. And it's true. If you really want to get something done, you're gonna find a way to get it done. Complaining doesn't solve anything. Marcus Aurelius once again said something along the lines of, because I'm gonna paraphrase it, why would you be mad at the world as if the world cares? Number 5, the 5th sign that you have a weak mindset is losing your composure, not expressing how you truly feel as well. Losing your composure is a sign of a weak mindset. Getting angry, and when I was young, I thought this was like a tough, I'm angry, I'm bad, nobody could mess with me, I could just lash out, it doesn't matter. And that's a weak mindset thing to do, because the loudest dog that barks is usually the weakest one, and that's just a weak mindset to do. Losing your composure, getting mad, at being tough, all that stuff is because it shows that you lack self-control, and that in itself shows that you lack power of even yourself. If you can't control yourself, how can you control things outside of yourself? Allowing things to get to you, allowing things to bother you. I always preach stoicism and how powerful that is, even against people that are against you. So when you lose composure, you can easily you're allowing yourself to be exploited through that emotion. And you can easily be controlled, easily be manipulated, whether if it's intentional or unintentional, because of how you lose composure. Let's get even deeper. Losing composure does not necessarily even mean that you just lash out and you get angry. You're refusing to have control over yourself, and you're letting the world have control over you. You just choose to let go, and that's where the weakness lies. Because if you can't control yourself, something or somebody else will. Now expressing your feelings. I'm not an emotional guy like that, sure. And I often hear this from girls. You don't gotta be strong all the time. You don't gotta be tough and, like, act like stuff is bothering you. You could talk about your feelings. The thing is, I do. That's the thing. You don't know. It's just, I do. It's just in different ways, right? So expressing your feelings. If you hold everything in, that's a sign of a weak mindset. You don't know how to deal with your emotions. Holding everything in, you're bound to blow up, and that's even worse because that's where you lose your composure. That's where you blow up, and things usually don't end well when that happens. And that's the ugly side of male nature, the weak side of it. To avoid this, not talking about your feelings, losing composure, you have to find a way to express yourself in a mature and masculine manner. If it's with your brothers, if it's with art, whatever it is, you have to know how to express your emotions well, because that's what makes us human. And if you can't do that, then that's where the ugliness of humanity comes out. And that's 5 signs you have a weak mindset. That's pretty much it, man. If you want a brotherhood, if you want people to be more like you, I'm gonna need you to do something very important, and it's subscribe. You're probably alone, you're probably giving these people advice, or you're probably following advice, and you're realizing that it's like, damn, he's not listening to me, or damn, I'm alone. And it's because there's not as much people around you on self-improvement. So subscribe so that we can make a community, we can build a community of men that are on self-improvement, and we can just keep on growing from there. And you'll have that brother, you'll have that person that is driven to go with you through battle and through the war of success and entrepreneurship and all that stuff. But I'm done talking. Anyways, hit that subscribe button, like, comment. It's definitely helpful. And yeah, peace.